Bastrop, Texas is well known for its rich history, natural beauty, and an authentic vibe that you just can't find anywhere else. The City of Bastrop is proud to bring you Overheard at City Hall, a podcast aimed at bringing you, our community, inside the walls of City Hall to get to know the hardworking men and women of the City of Bastrop who wake up every day to serve you, our citizens. Join us as we discuss the many topics that on any given day may be overheard at City Hall.
Hey Bastrop, I'm City Manager Paul Hofmann, and you're plugged into Overheard at City Hall, and we've got a real cool topic for you today. We're going to be talking about Bastrop Recreation programming, and we're doing it from the still fairly new Bastrop Recreation Center. And I'm here with members of the Bastrop Recreation team. So Terry Moore, introduce your team and tell us a little bit about what's going on with the recreation program.
I just got to say thank you. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to tell people about all the cool stuff that we got going on here. Because we don't just have good stuff and cool stuff. We got great people.
Yes,
we
you
got
do.
some really cool people. This is Dave. I did that right, didn't
Yeah.
I? Dave Harwell. Dave knows everything. He does everything. He's a great fitness trainer. Both of these people are personal trainers, so they have a lot of knowledge. Dave dances and works out and hits and all the stuff. And then Jo Everheart, she does the same thing. Yeah. We are so blessed, because the best part about these two folks is their knowledge and their hearts.
Right.
They're just really, I'm super blessed to know both of you and to be able to work with you.
Yeah, and I can offer some testimony about that too. So we'll hear from Dave and Jo a little bit more in a bit, but Terry, take just a moment and tell us how we got to this point with the recreation program.
Well, for several years, the City of Bastrop partnered with the YMCA of Austin. In December of 20, the YMCA decided to move out of Bastrop, and this just awesome opportunity came up for the city to pick up the ball and start running with it. I think that we're doing a great thing here. There's no doubt that the City of Bastrop is in need of recreation and programming. And that recreation could be anything. It could be socialization. It could be a great workout. It could be learning how to eat healthy. It could be all of those different things, including swimming, water safety. So there's a need, and I'm super blessed and grateful that the city decided to take up the...
Well, so Terry, you were the linchpin in making that transition happen, so thank you for that. Real quickly, so how many people are participating now in the rec program?
Well, I just got word that we have 334 members.
Wow.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah, that is
That's
beyond our
great.
expectations.
And I will tell you that we serve everyone. So it's not just for City of Bastrop residents. It is for county residents. It's for county residents' friends. We serve people here, and we give them an opportunity to have a good time and be better them. Right?
So in a bit, I'm going to ask you to give our viewers some detailed information about how they can find out more and how they can sign up. But Jo, tell us about your experience with the rec program here. What kinds of things are you doing for us now?
Oh, I'm just having a ball. I just love it here.
Yeah.
I retired from the post office in Austin with about 30 years.
Okay.
And kind of decided now what I want to do when I grow up. So began looking into some options, moved to Bastrop, got married, and this community is just amazing. And being a baby boomer, I realized, what can I do to help others? I mean, we all want to stay active for as long as we can in our daily activities. So kind of went in that direction, just having a blast, getting to know people. And I can talk all day about what can we do to help you get healthy or, try something new. And I just love being at the gym and just chatting.
Well, you don't just instruct, you participate as well.
I do. We've been gym buddies.
Yes, we have been.
In Dave's HIT class.
In Dave's HIT class, right, along with members of the fire department who can't keep up with you, Jo.
Well,
That's right.
just loving it. It's a great community, and I'm going to reiterate what Terry said. Thank you, City of Bastrop, for stepping up to the plate.
Yeah, thanks to the city council for
everyone.
stepping up with the resources, the Public Works Department for renovating this building.
Oh, we're so grateful.
We are.
We didn't have to paint a wall, did
No,
we?
and this was a storage facility for how long?
It
And
was
look
a
at it.
mess.
It really was. It really was.
And so,
Yeah.
the Public Works Department was terrific, but so were all of the city departments who had various forms of junk in here that we needed to dispose of.
Yeah, it was a
properly.
process.
It
but
was quite the
It
process.
came out awesome and wonderful.
Yeah.
And we are continually making adjustments as to what
Right.
works best and
Yeah.
and how can we add more space, but not really add more space, but really add more space.
Well, space is a thing. So, Dave, tell us about what you do and how you got here.
Well, I moved here a couple of years ago
Mhm.
from the DC area. So I was there as an executive manager
Okay.
and for some nonprofits
Oh, wow, cool.
for I was there for almost 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
But my sister needed some help.
Mm-hmm.
She's my older sister. She doesn't like it when I say that, but she's much older.
Okay.
And so she likes being independent,
Mm-hmm.
but she also needs some help from time to time. And there was a place here in Bastrop, and this community was appealing, so I moved here. And I'd already started my transition. I don't know if I get to say that I'm retired yet, but
Mhm.
I'm moving in that direction.
Good for you.
And at least I'm switching. So I already started certification. I was teaching classes in the DC area. And I saw an ad in the paper one day about the City of Bastrop wanting trainers and people to work at the rec center.
Wow.
So I called the phone number and Terry answered.
Okay.
And that's where it all started.
Well, I will say you are the best fitness instructor I've ever had.
Well, that's very nice.
You're also
to
the
say.
only fitness
only-
instructor
That's what I was
I've ever had.
thinking.
No,
But,
your
well,
class is
I
terrific.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, and you do a great job of tailoring what we do to a particular individual's needs, which, yeah, you're really good at that.
Yeah, well, Joe's good at that too.
Sure.
We have a whole team that are
Mhm.
set to do that because it's important. Everybody is a good body. So
Okay.
we have the one that we have, and we want to be mobile. We want to be able to do the things that we want to do. We want to be healthy, and so it's up to us. That's our job, is to
Mhm.
figure out how to help different people get to where they want to be.
Mhm.
It's not about us. I mean, we could come in and, in the dance class, you could just do a dance, but that's performance. What we're here for is to help other people to be able to have a good time, whether they're dancing,
It
or they're
is
doing
a good
strength
time.
training,
Yes.
or
Makes you
we're
wanna
doing
come back.
cardio.
Yeah. My only complaint, Dave, is there's never any country music. Little George Strait.
Uh-oh.
Okay, that's a challenge.
Tonight is Farm Street Opry, so I'm giving up. No, I'm kidding. The music is really appropriate to what we're trying to accomplish. Yeah.
Right.
But the services and stuff that are offered here are everything from HIIT to yoga to Qigong.
What does
to,
HIT stand for?
I don't know. What does it stand for?
High intensity interval training.
Mm-hmm.
So
Get the heart
that's
rate up.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's all about
Yes, you do.
cardio. So we go to 80% of your maximum heart rate, and we go to 90%.
And you're laughing just through the whole thing.
Yeah.
I have a great time.
Kind of
I have
sadistically.
a wonderful time. Yeah. And if there's any talking, I know you're not working.
That's
hard.
why I keep my mouth shut.
That's the main thing. Should be able to talk.
Not more than 3 words.
That's right.
Right. All right, Terry. So how do people find out more?
So you can go to the cityofbastrop.org and go to the recreation page, and everything we do is on that page.
Right.
It's got our membership fees, it's got our free classes, our membership programs, the water, the fitness, the nutrition, the youth programs, all of it. It's right there on that page, and you can register straight from there. We have a very cool app that
Yes,
people
you do.
can just register for class. And once they sign on, they register for class. They can see everything that's coming up. We got a good thing going here.
Yeah. And our behind the scenes executive producer here, Colin, deserves some credit too for helping us get the word out. I think we've done a pretty good job with all of that.
Oh, absolutely. We have a Facebook page group off of the city page.
Right.
We're at 1,200 members of that group.
Wow.
And which super fantastic.
I didn't know that.
It
Okay.
helps us get that new stuff out. Like
Yeah.
the fact this afternoon we're going to announce that we have water safety program. So
Yeah.
we try to share with as many groups as we can about what's going on, because forever and ever we hear, I didn't know that the city had a recreation program.
Still hearing that.
Yes.
Part of why we're doing this.
That's right.
Right. And that's a good segue into something else I wanted to talk about. As wonderful as all of this is, and it is wonderful, it occurs to me that we're still just scratching the surface, right? I've worked in other places with more robust recreation programming, right? We can still get there, and as the community grows and as we continue to attract new residents, we need to be pushing that envelope. And so far, the city council is all about that. We have a new recreation center as a line item in our capital plan. We've got a really cool relationship with a newly formed nonprofit, the Emile Multicultural and Recreation Center. They're all about raising funds for a new recreation center that would be located here in Bastrop. Terry's been a really big part of that, and they're excited about the city of Bastrop being a partner with them. And what's really cool about that whole thing is they are really about honoring the legacy of the former Emile High School, the African American high school that was here in Bastrop until 1969. And the members of this nonprofit board are all graduates, very understandably proud graduates of that high school who just want to honor the legacy. And so we have created a partnership with them, and all they need now is access to the land, and we're working on that. And Terry, you were probably prepared to say all that, and I stepped all over it.
No, you didn't. That was great. I do want to say that the facility will also have a 5,000 square foot museum in it.
That's right.
It'll be an educational
Thank
tool
you
as
for that.
well.
That's
So
right.
it's and that's really an important part of it.
Yeah.
We're talking like 45,000 square foot facility.
It's just an amazing vision, and a lot of the design details are still to be worked out. But they're talking about a pool, which Joe and I were talking before we started filming. That's a pretty big subject out there. Is the need for some public pool in all of Bastrop County, right? As evidenced by how hard it is to hire lifeguards.
Oh
apparently.
my goodness, yes.
Right.
The site that they're looking at was the site of the football field.
That's it. That's
that
right.
They say that it was the only one in the region,
That's right.
and that
A lot
it
of
was
great
the only-
memories there.
Yeah. So it's pretty exciting.
Pretty
It's going to
exciting
be
stuff.
a huge benefit, just socially to the community, but economically,
Yeah.
it's going to be. It's a huge project. It's going to be very cool.
Huge project, just wonderful people, the purest of motives.
Yes.
Right. So all of that is encouraging stuff. Okay, so now I'll let you talk.
Okay.
Talk about the Parks and Recreation Master Plan that we're
That's super cool too.
Yes, it is.
So we are right now in the process of waiting on responses for a request for qualifications
Right.
for a firm to help us do a master plan. it's super important that it be community-based. These two have heard me say this. All the people really pretty much around me have heard me say it's important that we don't have 6 people decide what the 10-year plan for recreation and parks is. Now, while I am super grateful for those 6 people that turn up for public meetings, so grateful for them, it's important that we get everybody's input. So what our plan is that we will have those public meetings. We'll also have the surveys, but we're also going where they are because we want to make sure that those folks who might not have the means to get to that public meeting or might not have the time because they're feeding their kids or whatever the cause is, we want to go where they are. So we're going to be hitting moms groups. We're going to be hitting PTA meetings. We'll be going to nonprofit groups and making presentations, getting their feedback. I'm really excited about it because I think that the plan itself is expected to be a vision of what we want, right? And an action plan. What is it that we're trying to get out of this, right? What does the community itself see that would be a benefit in parks and recreation? And that can be anything. That can be passive or it can be programmed space. Do we need to acquire new parkland?
Right.
Is that something that we need to look at? Do we need a recreation center?
Yes.
I think we know the answer to that one, but that will be a question.
Well,
So,
it's not just so much about the need for, but some insights into the programming decisions.
Absolutely. Right now, we base what we do here on feedback from the public. So we work with the police department and have self-defense classes for the public. We've heard that that's something people feel like they need. We want to offer that to them.
Right.
We've also heard that it's important to some folks to know how to use an air fryer. And so we've got some nutrition programs and people are coming to these important classes on how to eat healthy.
You mean there's an alternative to just plopping it in some hot grease? Really?
Yes,
I'm not
there
sure
is.
I'm into that.
We're going to need to talk.
Yeah. Hey, it's the caloric intake part, Dave. I'm still struggling with. Yes, it is.
But I'd like to just add that we're all about helping this community find their journey to health and wellness. And whatever it is unique and different for everyone, whatever is going to sustain them. As you said, diet, food, dancing, children's things for activities for children to do. And of course, the boomer generation, we need to stay busy too. So it's really I just feel like we're just a great community here for everyone.
Thank you for that, Jo. And a piece of feedback I do get from the city council on this set of subjects from time to time is, hey, let's not forget about the young people, right? So thank you for that. So we also have plans for the recreation program to have a presence at the upcoming Juneteenth parade.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
June the 18th.
Right.
And what we're going to do is we're going to encourage everyone to get on their bicycles and meet us at the high school.
Okay.
And we will have the decorations.
All right.
And we will encourage them to decorate their bikes, and we will all ride as a group as the recreation entry into the Juneteenth parade.
Oh, man, that sounds like fun.
I'm excited about it.
I think my wife and I will sign up for that.
Yay!
Yeah,
Yay!
cool.
I think we're going to have a good turnout. We want all ages, right? Bring anyone who can ride a bicycle. Training wheels are welcome.
Okay.
I think it's going to be fun. And then going forward, when you see a group of people on a bicycle, you'll think about the City of Bastrop Recreation because that's what we're going to be in every parade.
Well, that sounds like a cool plan. Yeah. All right. So what did we not talk about that we should have covered?
Well, I do want to mention the fact that we, while we are a membership program, we do have community-based programs. Membership is really, really affordable. And we do have city resident and non-city resident fees, and as well as a day pass. So that's an option. We have an individual, which is $30 and $35 for city and non-city residents. And in a family membership is $50 and $55. And then a senior, military, or persons with disabilities also has a $20 and $25 a month membership. Very soon, we will have silver sneakers available. Super psyched about that.
Right.
And we're constantly looking for ways that we can serve our community.
Yes, you are.
That's what we do.
Thank you for that. all three of you approach all of this with a real servant's heart, which is what it's all about. Thank you for being a part of the City of Bastrop family. Thank you for creating a family within the recreation department. And so, yeah, all good stuff. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Paul.
Thank y'all.
Thanks.
Good.